Traffic as far as the eye can see. This is why I never camp on Memorial or Labor Day weekend. Except this one. Going out, I have a few college buddies, one from out of town, the rest kind of around. We get together here and there. They all wanted to go camping this weekend. I don't know why. They're dumb. They don't know how things work. I told them not to. I told them please no. I told them any other weekend. This was the weekend they could all do it. Luckily, they already went out ahead of time this morning before traffic got bad. I had some things I needed to do and couldn't head out till now, which is 4 p.m. And I have, as of right now, I've been in traffic for a while, but as of right now, still a plus 30-minute delay more than normal. So 30 minutes, but I've been in traffic for 15, so probably extra 45 minutes of extra traffic than normal. So, anyway, Tundra, pretty standard loadout. I do have, I don't think you can tell, I have the Suron on the back. We're going camping for a night and then over to a cabin for a night. Actually, my brother's old house that he hasn't Airbnb'd yet, so it's vacant. So we're just gonna go to his old house and hang out there. So brought like one wheel, Suron, some other stuff just to kind of play around with at the campsite. These are for the most part buddies that I don't camp with that much, but I should probably more, because for the most part they all have trucks, and actually sold, and I sold a couple of rooftop tents to a couple of them. So you'll see like, and one of them has my old Tacoma. So you'll see a lot of my old digs on this trip. So yeah, well, I'm gonna hang out, put on an audiobook for a while, for another hour and a half. I'm actually listening to Lights Out, which there is no audiobook, just this old guy that reads it on YouTube, a chapter at a time, and half the chapters he starts going off on why it's who I imagine I would be if I was a little bit weirder in like another 40 years or however old he is. But I'm just trying to, seems like a great guy, nothing against him. I'm just trying to listen to the audiobook. And it's the audiobook, you know, Lights Out by David Crawford, chapter 23. But he first has 10 minutes of like rambling about sometimes related to the book, sometimes not. But anyway, that's what I'm doing on this trip. Cool. Whoa, buddy. Bye, dogs. Alright, got to camp. It's pretty unlevel. They got all the level spots up there. So, kind of full flexion on this log here. But with that, I was actually able to get pretty level in the end. So it's kind of nice. Nice low tailgate. Nice tuckage. It's Brandon. Brandon's helicopter mechanic. It's Lester. I know you are. What are you, foreman now? Lineman, but he's moved up the ranks a bit these days. We got, oh dang, we got all Toyotas. Got Tundra, Tacoma, some my old Tacoma back here. Got lots of snacks. Getting fat. We got like a tent set up. Hey, this folding table. Man, this is a life of luxury. Got a picnic table. Goodness gracious. I'm lucky if I bring a chair camping. Got football. Got all kinds of good stuff. Anyway, I did bring the Sur-On. It made it good. I used this, it's called Velocity Volts. They make a little Sur-On carrier. It's pretty good. I mean, the Sur-On is super secure in there. It doesn't have like a hitch tensioning system, so it moves a little in the hitch, but other than that, pretty good. Not bad views out that away. I just got the Vertex duffel. I actually didn't fully unpack my truck from Expo yet, so I just got some miscellaneous tools in here. I think I might have some firewood there, my camping bin, some chairs. Did bring a one wheel. Got the folding table. I don't know if I showed any of you guys this. This is a new product we make at Up Top, which is a folding table carrier. So attaches to bed racks, and then table slides out, and these things pop in, lock it in, keep it super secure. That's pretty sick. And yeah, that's it. Nick's like 40 now and risk averse, so he's got all the gear on. All the gear on. You lost the dogs? Lost the dogs. Alright, we'll see. This may be a random video where I'm kind of in and out of. These aren't YouTube friends, or so like they don't even have social media, so I'll try not to inconvenience them with a video too much, but I brought a camera. We'll see. We'll see if I turn this into a video or not. Right now I'm planning on it. Later, if I don't film anything, maybe not. If you're watching this, it obviously turned into a video. Other than that, what do we got? I brought a bunch of stuff actually. I did bring Starlink just in case. We don't have service here. So I'll probably pop on Starlink once in a while and check on Ashley. Did bring this. Claymore sent out a couple of lights. So I actually got two things here. This is the Ultra 3, right? Ultra 3, Ultra 2 3.0. This light is crazy. I'll pop it out later when it's bright or it's darker out, but it has multiple color temperature modes, which is nice, and just super, super bright. And then these actually I've been using forever. These they're called Cap-Ons. I forget the model. This one is. This one's the Cap-On 65A Plus. This is a nice little lamp that can go red, regular kind of spot mode, flood, and then this actually is made to clip onto a hat bill. Sweet. Did bring this. This is actually a new fridge as well, Bouge RV. This is like a very cheap and small refrigerator, which I think will be awesome for a lot of people, honestly. I think it's like $200 or $300, so compared to a lot of other fridges out there, really cheap. It's not, I don't think it'd be like as bomb-proof as a $1,000 fridge or anything, but the size and the price point is right. It's got some handles, and I got just some snacks in here. Some milk, a bunch of Jocko fuel. They actually sent out a little care package. A little bit of beer. Well, that's about it. But it's adjustable here. It has a USB. Runs off of DC or AC. I'm actually running it off of DC, off of this little system here, which they sent this out as well, which is basically a little battery pack with some USB and a cigarette lighter. You can charge it, so I'm doing it with the system, where it's a pretty short cable though, and I have a cigarette lighter under here, so I was plugging this into my truck to keep it charged while I drove, so it's at 99% right now. And yeah, just a little power pack. It's a 220 watt hour power pack, so I'm gonna run the fridge off that, see how long it lasts. Actually, I'll give you guys kind of an update later. I'm not sure how long this will run the fridge, but I'm gonna not charge this thing off of my dual battery or anything, and just run it off that for kind of kind of a testing purposes. So yeah, all, you know, just kind of a preview of some of the stuff I'm using. Same tent as last video, though a different setup. I do have the up top Kilo on the Tundra, which is my favorite, honestly my favorite rack, and the most affordable up top rack. One of the most affordable racks on the market, but super low profile. Got the scene lights up here, the handles, mid-height bed rack. And this was basically how the truck was set up for Overland Expo. So if you came to Overland Expo Mountain West, this is the setup. I just changed the roto packs out for actually a water one with this little spigot that I bought on Etsy. I forget from who. If I remember, I'll put a link down below. But basically a spigot kit for the roto packs water kit. All right, well, I think that's it for now. I'm gonna go snack for a bit and hang out. Well, didn't film much tonight. This is the cap on. I'll show you this a little more in the daylight maybe, because looking at these things at night isn't super helpful. But basically it's just a wide illumination everywhere. Actually, am I crazy? Here we go. That's better. Wide illumination kind of everywhere. I've just been using this one to kind of illuminate this tent, which kind of just gives the whole campsite a glow. But what I was saying earlier will be a little easier to see here, I think, where you can change the color temperature. A little more blue, a little more yellow, and then a mixture of the two. I'm an adjustable. It's a great light for shining up an atom or just kind of illuminating a big area. Gets pretty bright too. And then down dimmer. Anyway, this has been great light. Great light. The other nice thing about it is that it's actually a USB power bank as well. So if you need to charge a speaker or operate a string light or something, you can do it with that. Pretty nice. I'll update. These are the up top scene lights up in the roof rack here, and those are pretty nice. Honestly, this is hours later, and we're at 88%. So I'm just let it run off this. I think it'll make it to morning pretty easily. Not doing a whole lot of opening and closing of the fridge though, but it's actually, I honestly thought it'd be lower than that. So I didn't bring a ladder for this tent. And if there's any con, it's that getting up through this side is, you gotta be small or kind of a contortionist, because the normal way to get up is through this side, up through a ladder, which I didn't bring because I have it mounted a little weird on here. So I've been kind of wiggling my way through here. So yeah, we had a good night, but I was just hanging, so I just didn't film much. I may film a little more in the morning though, when it's light out. So I'll catch you guys in the morning. Alright, good morning. I slept great. It was one of my best camping sleeps ever. Ashley, if she's watching this, is gonna hate me, because a night away from the babies, and it was everything I hoped for, honestly. So that, I just was out straight to the morning. I usually don't. I I usually wake up a bit while camping, so I actually slept in. I was the last one out of bed this morning. Most of them had breakfast already, so we're having second breakfast, actually third breakfast, I think. Third time. Third. This is a little iCamper disco, you know, basically a scuttle. And Brad's got it just hooked up to his propane tank in his bed. It's a pretty nice setup. This is actually mine. Might take it back, might not, I don't know. How dare you? But we're out here. I'm cooking up some just corned beef hash. I didn't bring, I wasn't too prepared for this trip just because I had a lot going on at home with solar install and everything this week. And I don't even have a mic on the camera. I didn't bring a tripod. We'll stop. I was like, maybe I'll make a video, maybe not. Anyway, corned beef hash, one of my favorite camping breakfast meals. It's just basically kind of this. She looks like, you know, you're getting it out, looks like cat food. I like things that look like cat food. Spam as well. May have some spam. Here's the truckaroos. It's real bright. I don't have an ND filter or anything, so we'll just do what we can here. So Tacoma, this actually has same setup as when I sold it with the mid-height up top and the kilo, but we changed tents actually. Nick bought Free Spirit High Country V2 King. So we got the King. I'll show you how that looks a little later, but it overhangs about the same. If you remember, for a short period of time, I had the Aspen Light overhanging over the spare tire on the swing out, and it looked kind of cool. Anyway, that's his setup. This is Brad. I've camped with him quite a bit in the past. Gray, cement gray Tacoma with, that's my old tent as well. And that's my, goodness gracious, all my old tents. This is my old Sky Camp King. This is Lester on a short bed Tundra, 2nd gen. And he's got some kids, so he just overhangs off the back because he wants the big tent, but he wants to be able to fit in his garage. So he's got the Sky Camp King size, so basically the same size as the High Country V2, but he's got it. These are both on short beds with overhang. No swing outs. This one looks a little bit funnier, I guess. And then I got same setup as last trip, the Evo V2 short. So this is just a little bit of overhang on the short bed. So a shorter tent in general. And yeah, I think I showed it yesterday, but so this is super uneven here. Yeah, I remember talking about it, but I forget if I showed it very well. Basically the flex have to get in order to get level, but ended up getting pretty level really with the tents. This one's up on this log here and has a pretty nice setup. This is typically the side you'll enter on and set your ladder up, but how I have it, you know, I'm just threw this together for Expo. I'm gonna set it up a little bit different probably. So I was actually getting in and out of this side. I didn't even need it. I brought this table. I didn't even need it because Nick also brought a table, but Nick's like, oh, this is the first time Nick saw this. And he's like, oh my gosh, I need it. Because he actually has a mid-height bed rack system as well. So, yeah. Gotta make sure you crisp it up real nice. I'll add a little cheese. We got some tortillas. We're out just shooting some BB guns today. I was thinking about bringing some suppressed rifles, but didn't end up. But you guys brought some BB guns. These are actually pretty fun. Just got some cans down there. It's good setup. So here are these things in the daylight. I've actually tried. I have other of their lights. They've been great. It's a Korean company, which is rad. I like that because I'm Korean. But all USB-C rechargeable stuff, USB outputs, LEDs to show charge level. You can actually mount these on tripods, hooks, kind of a lot of, you can angle them. So they're like super, I mean, just some of the nicest camp lights, maybe the nicest camp lights, honestly, that exists. Again, they did send these to me, but I don't really need to
say anything like that about them. I just actually like them. They just feel solid quality products. So this one, these are ones I like. Cap on, they clip onto hats, or you can clip them onto kind of anything, or just kind of set them. You can angle them up a bit and provide area light. And so this is adjustable dimming and brightness, and then so that's kind of your spot mode, and then your red mode actually. So this is a nice little setup. Also has the battery indicator light, and we basically just turn any hat into a headlamp, so you can get the kind of spot, or if you just want to flood light all the area underneath you. It's pretty sweet. I know I'm talking a lot about these things. Again, I want to make it clear when I talk about products, I'm under no obligation to speak about these things, but I do like them, and I appreciate them sending them out.
Nah. Just happened when I
So Brat, the bomb. So is this the actual stuff on Hot Ones?
Yeah.
The bomb. This is spicy. I mean, probably the spiciest one I've ever had. Brandon's over there chugging a little bit of the. Brad's over there chugging some of the milk Brandon just had. So we all had, should have been recording it, but just a little dab. Man, that's. If anyone likes the spicy stuff, I think this is spicy. Probably the spiciest sauce I've ever tasted. Pretty insane. The milk, baby. The milk still cold. Let's see what we're at with this battery. I was actually surprised at, I don't know how, I mean, it was kind of cold last night, but not that cold, but 78%. This was, I rolled into camp, I think about 6:20-ish last night. So I had this charging, I unplugged it, so it's been running since 6:20 last night, and it is it's 9:34 this morning. It's 78%. I mean, that seems, I mean, we're at 36, what I set it to. Seems, I don't know, that seems crazy. It is a small fridge, but I don't think it's like wildly efficient. Anyway, this is the CR23 core. I just pulled up the website to see, I forgot the price. So right now it's $199, which makes it one of the cheapest fridges. 23 quart again. They have different sizes. This company has different fridges and stuff. They sent it to me, and I actually just asked them to send out basically their cheapest and smallest product. So this is, I know I review and talk about a lot of high-end gear. This is actually one of the cheapest ones you can get, which I probably will use it more, honestly. Pretty simple operation, a little screen. There's Eco Max, does show you your voltage, and then some settings that I haven't really dug into. But here, just for size, it can't quite. It's like just a 1/4 of an inch from fitting a gallon of milk upright. So just to give you a scale for size, almost a gallon of milk tall, but gallon can fit wideways. We got some cores in here, and I'm gonna actually, I've already had some of these sweet cream coffees. These are delicious. So I'm gonna have one right now. Anyway, just wanted to give you an update on the little fridge. This fridge is small enough to actually fit right here. So I wanted something that I could put when I had a car seat in here, like Cooper sitting here, I could still fit a fridge underneath. Not many fridges can fit in that little kind of area there. So this is one of the smaller ones available. And I mean, price is right. I'll use it a bit, you know, check my channel in the future, and we'll see if it broke on me. I'll let you know. I always do, but yeah, nice little setup. So that set up pretty good. Actually kind of stoked about it. I've had Suron now for, I don't know, Talon and I got him like 2 years ago, and just haven't really, I use it around the property just to get my mail and stuff, but I haven't really taken it out. This spot was kind of fun because you could rip up and down, but some trails I think will be really cool because you'll just be able to explore more of the mountain, kind of set up camp and go. Obviously, this is nothing new. People bring motorcycles all the time, or bikes, but I just hadn't done much of it. Like, I sometimes bring mountain bikes to mountain bike trails, but not just to explore. So, I don't know. Kinda like that. Otherwise, I need to dial a few things in. Again, we just threw this up for Expo. I didn't realize this was too close to do these latches, so I can barely get these. I gotta roll the window down, and then can just barely. I gotta compress this to get these latches out. So a little too close. I got accessories that are mounted. This side's fine, but the other side I should lower them a little bit to work with essentially how this tent operates. But I'm gonna roll out now, go do a little wheeling. Probably, again, these are non-social media people, so I try not to inconvenience them as much. So I probably won't get out and set up cameras. I'll just go do a little off-roading. So I'll sync up with you guys. I'll sync up with you guys when I'm back. Maybe when I'm back at my brother's house. Actually, we'll do a different driveway breakdown. All right. Get a little shot of this. It's incredible. It's a Stonehenge. It's a miniature Stonehenge up here. Look at this. There's this really good song talking about Stonehenge. I'll play 8 seconds of it here.
What's the meaning of Stonehenge? It's killing me that no one knows.
All right, sorry, I've just been hanging with friends. Audio's okay. I haven't been using a mic this whole time, so I don't know how the audio's been. It's just been a fun experiential weekend. Anyway, we're here, and I thought for kind of OG subscribers, I haven't really filmed anything here in a while. But for those that have been watching the channel for, 6, 7, 8 years, this is an area you guys might recognize. This is my brother's house. He used to come up here. Actually, we did some shooting down there. I'm not gonna show you his whole house or anything because it's a little weird, but we're hanging out here. Second night, so we brought all the rigs back, and I was like, well, I should probably just film before it's dark. So one night of camping, and then we came back really just talking, because again, most of these guys are like childhood friends. I came into the group kind of in college, so I'm more of a college friend of theirs, but been friends with them ever since. And I kind of took my life in a weird social media direction, and they didn't ever go that direction. So none of them care about social media or YouTube or anything like that. Whereas a lot of content trips I do are with other people that are into social media. So we're all filming, we're all getting our tripods. It's like very normal. But around this group, that's not me. I guess not that part of me. So I didn't film much, but I still thought, it'd be interesting to bring you along on this little kind of normal camping journey, because again, kind of a trip down memory lane, so to speak, where all my old friends, this is where I actually kind of stopped by here with some old YouTube days, really, where I was doing much more firearm content than obviously my old truck. It's the old 10. Actually, Brad's been on the channel a bunch through the years, so he kind of, a lot of this stuff you'll recognize, like that's my old roof rack, old tent, kind of, he gets some of the, I don't know, I don't think it's insulting to say it, but he gets some of the hand-me-downs. So anyway, my circle of friends here from back in the day, and just wanted to say hey before it's dark, because I forgot. I didn't film all day, and I was kind of trying to make a video of it, so I don't know if I can hodgepodge a video together from this. I may have to wrap it all up back in my own driveway. But here's the update. Night 2, beautiful Colorado. Kind of wish my brother was here, honestly. I didn't ask him about this weekend specifically. My other friend Nick, story time. I talk too much. Some people like it, some people say I talk too much. Nick, Brad, all these college buddies of mine, I moved out to Colorado, and I think I tell a lot of stories. I think I've told this story in other videos, but I moved out to Colorado. My older brother lives in Colorado, who owns this house, who's been, you know, an influencer of my life. Anyway, I came out to Colorado. All my friends from college, actually, most of them came out to Colorado as well. And then my brother employed me, and then we hired on my friends, who now run the company that my brother started, and he left and I left, and now these guys are who run our original web shop. I don't know. I felt that was kind of pertinent information for those that have... There's some of you guys out there. I've lost some subscribers and followers along the way, but some of you guys are the OG guys, and some of you guys would probably connect with and remember kind of that history bit. And for probably apparent reasons, so I was just kind of coming emotional in this video. Wanted to share it with you guys. All right, catch up later. All right, I haven't edited the video yet. I don't even know if I have enough to make a video. It probably sucked as a video. My bad, but sometimes I'm just out. Well, always I'm just out to have a good time. Sometimes I spend more effort making videos. Sometimes I just let it flow, and sometimes those flows turn into a video, and sometimes they turn into a crappy video. We'll see, but I am overdue for like a drone flying, tripod setting up, like true Weekenderlander good time. I say it in all my videos lately. I know you're sick of hearing it. Life's just been kind of crazy. So I'm happy I can get out and try to throw a video together here and there. If you're new to the channel, I talk a lot about gear. I'm kind of a gear-centric channel. I'm not like, I personally don't watch random dudes just camping quietly in the wilderness doing their own thing. Doesn't excite me. It does a lot of people. Those videos get millions and millions of views, just someone solo camping in a blizzard. I don't care about that at all. So I make videos that I care about more. I care how people's systems are. I care how people are using different gear. I care about problem solving. I care about those kinds of things. Now, my primary care is to have a good time and have fun out in nature. But as it pertains to information gathering, which is what I use, YouTube is a tool for information gathering. For me, it's more about gear. So we talk a lot about gear. So usually we'll have kind of driveway breakdowns, and I'll either have new gear I'm testing out, or just, you know, I have old gear, and the whole truck is a piece of gear. I think I just uploaded a video on the LX570. That's like a piece of gear. Anyway, we talk a lot about gear. This dog food, not gear. I just went to Costco. So in this video, what did I talk about? Table a little bit maybe. This bag, so this was a new bag. This is the RLT, I think, the RLD, RLT, I'm pretty sure. This is the 80 liter. These are new duffels from Vertex. I have a coupon code of Vertex, last line, always says 15 or more %. Anyway, this is a new bag. Vertex sends me bags, and this is kind of just a gear carrying bag. It's just a big
kind of heavy duty, kind of easy to clean, kind of weather resistant. So you can see it's just all dusty. I had this bag out all weekend in the dust at Overland Expo with literally tools in it, blowers and rope and air inflators, and I had some other stuff in here as well, and just kind of using it for what it was used for. So it has backpack straps. I took one off just to kind of see how this system works here. And it's kind of an interesting latch system. One side is just a hook that you can take off, and the other side is this kind of, Vertex likes to use these like the coolest connectors basically, and sometimes you got to figure out how they work, but you can one hand undo it, one hand hook it back up, and then it has the normal kind of handle straps that go into this its own pocket over here. So this pocket with the straps out has like this dual zipper system. So the strap can tuck away, or you can use the pocket when the strap is out, and the zipper can zip the strap in, or the other zipper can turn it into a pocket with the straps out. Anyway, super heavy duty pack. They don't call it a waterproof bag because it doesn't have waterproof zippers or anything, so it's a water and weather resistant bag that's kind of easy to clean. Looks good. It's a cool color, 50 and 80 liter, and it says, actually this one's the 80 liter here, and they also have a rolling duffel, little place for a name tag. Inside it's got another mesh pocket over here. It's got a big pocket on this end. It's got a loop side so you can put Velcro pouches and attachments in there. It's kind of a no-nonsense kind of heavy-duty duffel. Anyway, that's new. What else did we talk about? Suron, that was fun. I haven't really unloaded everything. So we did have the Bougie, I think it's the Bougie RV refrigerator, the CR, the 22. And that was great. Honestly, I talked about why I liked it, how it fits. It's a small, compact, low-priced refrigerator. It's not as bomb-proof or feature-rich as some other fridges, but for the price, man, it is a pretty slick, small setup. And then that was paired with this one, the Bouge RV like power bank, and that worked great. I'm pretty sure I explained why I like kind of a small battery bank that has the cigarette port that can be charged by cigarettes, so that way you can drive and charge, and then when you're stopped. Anyway, I forgot to check back in with this, but at like the 12 to 16 hour point, I think we're at around 50% or so. So it may be able to go a whole day, which is kind of wild. I figured this would last about 12 hours, but it actually lasted way more than 12. But I wasn't opening the fridge a bunch, and it was relatively cool, so your mileage will vary how long that lasts. Other than that, we had the Contingency. This was I had a limited edition. This was like the LLOD edition colorway. It's sold out and you can't get it anymore, so anytime I release a limited edition colorway, it's probably the only time you'll be able to get it. Anyway, this is like my go-to bag, like travel bag. I use this for camping. I use this for flights. It's a good carry-on size. Like this one's a little too big for carry-on, but this is almost a perfect carry-on size. And I just kind of throw everything. A lot of times this will be the only bag that I bring. So food, gear, snacks, clothes, obviously, toiletries, all that is in there. I think the only other thing I really talked about was this. I tried to test out new things. So this was the Claymore. And you've probably seen me use a bunch of their stuff in the past. So it was this guy, which is awesome. It puts out some really great light, and it's fully adjustable. I think I showed all this. That's the brightness, max, dim, and then the color temperatures. So we got a bluer, a more yellow, and kind of an in-between. I think you can tell that on screen. But that's nice because I like the warmer, more yellow light at nighttime, and then usually the dual. I don't really like the super white, almost blue light as much, but pretty cool.
And then I use this to power the heated blanket since it has the USB output wherever it is. Oh, it's on the back. So it has USB-C input and output, and then the regular USB output as well. And I like that it seems like more companies are putting this on where it shows the battery chart. So this is full battery stuff. It's kind of wild. So it's pretty big battery bank. Let's see how big it is. It is 11,600 milliamps. So pretty good battery bank. And then they also sent out this little guy, which honestly, I wish this one had a magnet on it. Like if the clip had a magnet right here. Actually, I wish this had a big, like this is a little heavier duty, so it needs like a pretty beefy magnet. But I remember they sent me an even bigger one, and I just DIY'd a magnet on the back. I don't know what happened to it, but I DIY'd a magnet on the back, and it was like my favorite camp light for so long. But it was a Claymore also. I forget which model it was. But really, I wish, you know, a lot of the vehicles, Tundra's not magnetic either, but there's still stuff that I wish, you know, you had a magnet so you could stick it on, because everything should have a magnet on it. But this really nice also. I think that's about it for the gear. That's about it. Everything else, yeah, I think I talked about, but this setup is pretty nice. Pretty nice. I think, yeah, again, my ladder will go. Actually, the ladder might work. The ladder might work. All right, well, there we go, actually. I don't know why I didn't bring the ladder. The ladder does. It has this ladder specifically for this tent and a couple other tents has this little part that extends and then clips down into it. So this ladder actually does clear the max tracks and go into the clip. So look at that. Could have brought a ladder and been good to go probably. So anyway, that's cool. I did take this off because I just did a video over here. So I really like the water can. I think I'll get another one of these Rotopacks 2-gallon water cans with the spigot, because 2 gallons of fuel, you know, helpful sometimes, but 2 gallons of water is plenty for me for like a couple of days. So having that right here where I can just turn it and rinse my hands, that was a pretty slick setup. TBH. And yeah, I got one free panel to go full overland mode. So I gotta figure out what to put there. Other than that, it was a great time, great camp trip. Hope you enjoyed just kind of hanging out with me in the driveway, because I enjoy it. I enjoy, something's probably wrong with me, I guess. I enjoy talking to the camera in the driveway, talking about gear. But I truly do. So it is what it is. All right, that's it, guys. I'll link everything down below. As usual, part of how I make money on the channel is through affiliate links. So as often as possible, I will put affiliate links, and I really appreciate you clicking those. Sometimes I have coupon codes that act as affiliate links. Sometimes they're just coupon codes, but always worth using coupon codes. And I have a link on my website, LLOD.us/coupons, where I try to consolidate all of them. Some of them are outdated, but I try to keep that page pretty much updated, so I kind of have them all in one spot. Appreciate you guys. Get out there, have fun. I promise I'll make more interesting Weekenderlanders to come. I'll call up Talon or Sam or some other like content creator type that I go out with, and we'll do some content. All right, guys, until next time, take care.